So to help set up the trading day, we have Kevin Hincks. Kevin, how you doing this morning?
Good morning, Nicole. Yeah, kind of a quiet day, but there's new, again, like yesterday, we're in the middle of the summer trade, so you would expect things to be a little quieter. But boy, there's a lot of people making a lot of news, Nicole. I mean, pick your large cap tech company. Meta Platforms making big news again. Mark Zuckerberg painting the tape in the last couple of weeks with major news stories. It's kind of interesting. So I think as we wait for tomorrow's inflation data, yields are kind of quiet, but other parts of the economy, like look at crude oil the last 10 days, how it's up 10% very quietly, despite OPEC Plus raising output. So I think there's a lot of stories underneath the surface of this market that are causing a lot of ripples ahead of the data that we're getting. Remember, not a lot of earnings this week. Adobe and Oracle are the two biggest names, but boy, stories seem to be creeping into this market that have a lot of these stocks moving pre-market. You've got Tesla up pre-market, you've got Meta up pre-market. Nicole?
All right, and let's see, what do we think about the U.S.-China story? I mean, they're still talking. They've extended the chat there in London. They're staying longer. Do you think that means that some progress is being made? I mean, we're not really sure. Or is it that they're really having to fight the fight?
Yeah, there's the question, right? After 6 hours of negotiating yesterday that people didn't think was going to happen, they're back at it again today, and now we're trying to figure out, is that good news or bad news? Now, here's what we know. During the first Trump administration, negotiations with China took 18 months, not 18 days. So we should expect this to be a slower process than with other countries. When I look at this, I just think this is probably a good thing that they're still talking for day two. So I don't think it'll go past today. I know Scott Besson has to be back in Washington to testify, so it'll probably won't go past that. But 6 hours yesterday and more meetings today, that's probably a good thing, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to really know, right? And what stocks are on? You mentioned Meta. I mean, when you look at Apple, Meta, those are the stocks on your radar. What else or why?
Meta Platforms is becoming a fascinating stock to watch and talk about. Why? Think about the last 2 weeks in Meta Platforms. First, you had the nuclear deal, right? Then you had the deal with the AI startup, $10 billion investment in an AI startup. Now you've got this super intelligence group that Mark Zuckerberg is starting. Apparently, he's frustrated with some of the progresses in AI, so he's personally recruiting a group of about 50 people that he's rearranging desks in Menlo Park where their offices are to focus on advances in AI. He really wants to be a leader in AI, and he is all in, Nicole. And so it's interesting what he's doing here. He wants Meta to be the leader in AI, and he's frustrated with some of the progress. So a super intelligence group, he's calling it, 50 people forming a new team that he's recruiting himself. So interesting things coming out of Meta in the last 2 weeks.
All right. Well, thank you so much. It's great to see you this morning at the CBOE. Kevin Hincks,